So I just finished reading an article about should we celebrate half birthdays? And it was just a little blurb talking about how people have this need to feel important and that we should celebrate people, and that even a half birthday is something that is kind of celebrated. When you get a permit, 15 and a half, you're allowed. There's even things like, I think at restaurants where if you tell someone it's your half birthday, like especially, we're talking mainly about kids, but should we do this with someone that's 59 and a half and they want to enjoy their 50s for a little bit longer and they want to celebrate that? And I think, hey, that's an interesting idea and it seems harmless on the surface, but what my perspective is yes, everybody has this need to feel important, to feel special, to feel loved, and we should cherish that, and we should make sure that everybody feels that way. I remember I made a video talking about why does everybody think they're so special, and I think that was one of the comments talking about that. I'm like, oh no, I agree 100%, but it's how we go about making sure that people know that they're special. There is a huge amount of people that do not feel that way, that are lonely, are unloved, or feel unloved. They're not getting that need filled. And so one way that you can change that is by saying, hey, everyone look at me. I'm special. Therefore, you need to pay attention to me. You need to celebrate my birthday. No. You need to celebrate my half birthday too. I need more. I need more. That's one way. Selfish way. Look at me. There's the other way is, and this is not the only other way, I'm sure, but this is the way that I see it, is you make someone else feel special for no reason at all. You don't need a birthday to do that, because that's just what you do as a human being. You are in the living is giving mantra. That's what we do. We help one another. We have a community of generosity. We know that there's no special day needed to be a good person, to help someone. That's just what we do. But that's not what I see being promoted on social media when I talk about everyone being so self-important. The camera is on me right now. I'm doing the same thing. My opinion should be posted and people should like it, and this concept of putting a camera on and sharing your opinion for no reason is a very strange thing. The reason why I do it is I feel that everyone should do it. And this is why I don't promote my channel. This is why I don't care if you like it or not. This is why I don't say you should subscribe and like. I made a video about why that is important, but that has to do with your algorithm and about what you value in life. And if you do like something, you should try to promote it. But like I said, not me trying to promote what I'm saying, right? I'm just posting and leaving it there. The biggest thing that I say is we should all share our honest thoughts and opinions so it's out there, so that we don't hold it on inside and let it bottle up. I think it's so therapeutic what I do. But that being said, this has become the majority medium for everything. Like I said, we've turned ourselves into the products. Instead of now marketing a shirt or this or that, we are the product. Look at me, look at me, look at me. And that changes the way that we go about things. And it's never enough. So this is the main point of it. The generosity side, you give out of a vacuum. You don't have to have any reason why. You don't donate because you want your name on the side of the building. You do it because that's what people do. We are givers, we're generous, we help. That's who you are. The alternative, like I said, is this look at me, you need to pay attention to me, this selfish frame versus the unselfish frame. And here's the thing. The unselfish frame, it is this amazing, self-giving, you get this extra added benefit. You help someone else out and you get this benefit too. It's this amazing thing. Like I said, even if your name isn't on the wall and you get appreciated for it, you still get appreciation. You might get 2 appreciations. You might get a thank you. But even if you don't get a thank you from helping someone, it still feels good. It's this magical thing. Whereas on the other side, if I'm expecting or if I am saying give to me, I get it's still not enough. It's still not enough. What did I just talk about? Birthdays, now it's half birthdays. Soon it'll be quarter birthdays. Then it'll be every month on the date of your birthday. My birthday's on the 20th of March, but it'll be every 20th. It's my day now of the month. And that won't be enough because there's this thing inside of us that cannot be filled with our own selfishness and our own greed and our own need. It destroys people. Talk to people who have tons and tons of money. Were they happy after they made $1 million? No, I had to go make 2. Someone could take that $1 million away from me. Were you happy when you went 2? No, it never ends. And this is something that they've talked about for days. I think this is one of those things with like the love of money and a lot of the old school, Jesus and all these things, throw away your possessions. We take that literally and we think to ourselves, well, they're saying that we should live in rags and we should be homeless. No, what they're saying is when you worship those things, when you make that your goal, it's never going to fill you up. You're never going to be satisfied. Whereas if you make other things your goal, like I said, if you're in this attitude of giving, anything that you have is good enough. Anything that you have is good enough. Now, it doesn't mean that you don't set goals and you don't have desires and you don't want things and you don't, but if that's the only reason why you're doing it, it's never going to be enough. And that's what I see when I see things like this. It's cute. Oh yeah, you have a half birthday, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, let's celebrate. I don't want to turn 40. All right. So I'm going to celebrate my half birthday, all right, from 35 to 39 and a half so that I can, stop the bleeding because I don't want to turn 40 or 60 or whatever it is. Like that was the example in the thing. They didn't want to turn 60. They were, wanting to enjoy their 50s. And it's like, it's never going to be enough when it's this selfish frame of look at me, celebrate me, I want, I need. Whereas if you flip that and go, who's around me that's in need? All right. How can I make someone else feel better? How can I make someone else feel important? And that circle goes around because it's not based off of what I want right now because I feel this way. It is constantly getting flown out. And that spreads, and that to me is how you create the society that's going to quell the loneliness and the significance and the love factor that people aren't getting. But if we focus it inward on ourselves, like I say with social media, you're still not going to solve it. Like I said, even if you're getting all the attention, I got 1,000 likes on a video, I want 10,000, I want 1 million, it never ends when it's focused on what I want. If it comes out of me, it completely changes the game. And like I said, you don't even have to get a thank you for doing something nice and you still feel good. It's this unbelievable system that I think God gave us and that's what they were talking about back in the days when they were writing all the books and doing all the stuff. That's what they were talking about. And I just don't see that. And when I read articles like this, I go, oh, initially my thought was like, oh, that's kind of cute. And then I go, wait, right? Are people going to be set up for failure? Are they going to then turn it into, instead of every 6 months you get a birthday, you're going to then do it every quarter of the year and then every month. And it's just never going to be enough. That's what happened with me in my life. I have this story of drug addiction and alcohol addiction and sex addiction and all these addictions because we have this saying in it. And it says, 1 drink is too many and 1,000's not enough. So once you take that sip, once you get that attention or whatever it is that you're after, it's never going to be enough. And I've been gifted with seeing that and checking in with myself. All right, when am I, me, when am I doing that? And I have this mirror and I have all of these people in my life that can check me on that. And I don't see that happening on a cultural level. I actually see the opposite. Like I said, you're important. You need to share about you and what's going on with you. And that's how not only are you going to get your attention, but you're also going to make money off of it. And then you're going to do that. And it's you. It's called YouTube. Yes, I know. But the idea wasn't for people to go and make millions of dollars. That's the motive now for people. Oh, you can make a ton of money. The motive was just to express yourself. There was no money in it when it first involved, when it first got in. Now it's been polluted. And just think about this. It makes my point for me. Look at YouTube itself. They've got more money than they've ever had. Google, they've had more money than they've ever had. How many advertisements do you see now? They have more ads than they've ever had. It's constant. It's not enough. It's never going to be enough for them. It's never going to be enough. And it's going to destroy them. It is destroying them. There's so many people that are complaining, and someone else is going to come out and do it better, because that's how we get exhausted. We get exhausted with those things, and we see that it's just not good. There's something inherent in us that knows, but this isn't right. And that's when I see that stuff, I go, maybe there's an alternative way. I think we've been shown that, but it's not being promoted. And that's what I wanted to talk about. Do something out of a vacuum. Do something for no reason and see what happens. Do it when it's not on camera. Donate some money and do it when nobody can see. See how you feel. That's it for today. Until next time, I'll see you.